as you can see by the title, I finally came up with a topic that can be discussed. And this one is actually pretty special because it's considered to be the gray area of veganism, where some people will say that it's totally fine, but others will be completely against it. And what I'm talking about here is what happens if vegans wear leather, wool, angora, silk, down that has been gifted to them, or they bought it in a thrift shop. Now, obviously buying new leather or any material, anything that has been made from an animal that contributes to animal suffering, therefore it's not ethical, it's not vegan. Now that's obvious, but what happens if you have items like these lying around your house from your previous years of not knowing or not caring or not being vegan or whatever? Should you get rid of them? Should you sell them? Should you bury them? Should you keep wearing them? Wow, that rhymed. But also, if somebody gives you something like this, or you need a new pair, can you buy a pair of leather shoes or a woolen sweater in a thrift shop? Now, there's no yes or no answer to this, because no animal has to suffer for you to get something from a thrift shop, or from you wearing old leather boots, or from you selling your old leather boots, and whatever. But there are two main problems associated with this. The first one is that you're sort of promoting the product. You're saying that, well, look at this, I'm wearing leather shoes, I don't know, you might like them and you might go and buy them. And this is more for, well-known people that other people follow or look up to, or buy things that those people own, which is weird, but oh well. For an ordinary person, it doesn't make a big difference. The only thing that may bother you is that some people might come up to you and ask you, well, where did you get those shoes? And if they're vegan, they will judge you like, oh my god, that girl is wearing leather shoes even though she claims to be vegan. Now, in this case, all you have to do is direct people to the nearest thrift shop. I love my second-hand shops. But the glory in buying used things is that you don't contribute to more resources being poured into creating these new items that we already have plenty of. There's no need to use up more resources to create new stuff just because it's brand new, if we have already everything at our fingertips. Now, this is my personal opinion. I'd rather buy leather shoes if I cannot find non-leather shoes in a thrift shop, rather than buying new vegan shoes. Now, there's pros and cons in both of these situations. For example, if you buy used leather shoes in a thrift shop, then you're making sure that at least for the next 2 or whatever years you're going to wear them, they're not going to go to the landfill where toxic chemicals will be released from the leather itself, because leather is swaying, or I don't remember what this process was called, but it's the most toxic process in the fashion industry. It contributes to a lot of environmental degradation and pollution, not only when it's performed, but also later on when these products are thrown away into the nature. The second thing is that leather is really durable, and I really want people to prove me wrong and give me an example of a material that will last like 4 years, wearing every single day throughout winter, spring, and autumn. Like, any of my classmates can testify this. That would be in such a shape after all of that abuse. Except this little haul, which I created this year, but I will wear these for another 4 years probably. Anyways, the other aspect, the negative one of wearing leather or anything that is derived from an animal or directly resembles a part of an animal, is psychological, what you focus on, how you see it. Some people say that they cannot stand wearing an animal, which I completely can relate to, but I don't know why is it so for me, for fur or even Angora. I had this Angora sweater that was a gift to me. I just cannot wear it. I have seen too many PETA videos. I cannot do it. But with leather, it's just, I don't know, it's just convenience, and my love to nature and my environmental beliefs that power animal rights, I guess, because I just don't want to buy anything new. But again, if you don't buy or you don't give money to new companies that create vegan products, you're kind of, you're not letting them know that you would want that in the future. Even though I still would want to wear other people's shit so that we don't create more fucking problems. That's just me, and I'm just putting this out there because I'm also curious to know what other people do with their stuff. And I know that some people bury things. Like, I mean, if you bury a sweater, then it will probably not decapitate, it will break down and form soil or whatever. But if you bury a Doc Marten, then you'll probably find the same boot like 1,000 years from now. Like, the worst thing that you can do is throw your stuff into the landfill. Like, that's worse than buying, I don't know, new vegan shoes, because they just sit there for eons releasing harmful chemicals, and it's just fucking disgusting. What you can do is just give your stuff to charity, sell it, wear it. I mean, those 3 options, in my opinion, are the best things that you can do with your animal-based clothing or any other shit. So yeah, that was my video because, I don't know, it was inspired by recent events with all the things like, oh my god, vegans wearing leather. Like, before you start judging anybody, ask them, like, do you know these shoes are leather? Let them, tell the story that it was a gift 4 years ago for their birthday. When they weren't vegan, they didn't know, and they're still wearing them because they have nothing else to wear, basically. So yeah, make up your own decisions, conclusions, whatever. Be vegan, stay vegan, carb the fuck up, and get amongst it, man.
When me eat them, I wonder when me down. When me tell them say that I'm a vegan. When me eat them, I wonder when me eat. When me tell them say me no eat no fish, no meat now. When me eat them, I wonder when me eat. You want hear what me eat? Yo, I eat callaloo, ackee, sweet potato, yam, banana, and tomato, cabbage, spinach, avocado, chocho, butter, bean, and